live.
We're live. Hey, this is Key West Chris with Bobby D. We're in the Key West kitchen.
It's Bobby D.
Here he is. Yeah. And today we're going to show you how to make jerk. That's a noun, not a verb. Bobby?
You're not me.
You're a jerk. Jerk.
Do the jerk.
Yeah. No, this is a famous Jamaican dish. It was made originally by a group of people known as Maroons who they were escaped slaves and they went up in the mountains and they had to preserve their food because they didn't have refrigeration. This was like 300-400 years ago. And they were up there for hundreds of years as well. But they didn't have refrigeration, so they had to come up with a way to preserve their food. So they came up with jerk. And it's a wonderful seasoning. And marinade is what it is, actually. So.
It's for preservation, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
They wanted to put that chicken out in the woods for a couple weeks and have it be good.
Yeah, or the pork, one or the other. Pork. You can do this with pork, too. Some people do it with fish. I've never done it with fish. But
I heard Bugs Bunny's a big fan of the Maroons.
Yes, that's right. The key ingredient to making jerk is this. It's called a Scotch bonnet pepper. Some people like to use habaneros. Habaneros are a sister pepper to the Scotch bonnet. They have about the same heat, about 300,000, 350,000 Scoville units. The thing about the Scotch bonnet is that it's much more aromatic than the habanero, so it has much more flavor, and it's an aromatic flavor at that. What we have, whoa, come back here. What we have here in this, right, is 2 cups of Scotch bonnet peppers. That's a lot of peppers, but that's what the recipe calls for. So we have 2 cups of Scotch bonnet peppers. What we're going to do is we're going to put them into the blender.
Oh boy.
Be
careful when you're doing this at home.
Yeah. For those who are not familiar, I thought I saw one jump out.
One did jump out. Where'd he go?
Oh,
he got
here
an
it is.
escapee.
He went in here. It's okay.
Oh.
We'll explain this one in a second. All right, there he is. All right, so we got 2 cups of Scotch bonnet peppers. If wherever you are, they don't have Scotch bonnet peppers, you go up to your grocery manager and say, look, get the Scotch bonnet peppers. I need to make jerk. And they'll say, oh, you can use habaneros. No, you can't. You have to use Scotch bonnets. The aromatic flavor is essential. You can't get it if you use the habaneros.
Peppers.
All right. Next, we have a 1/4 cup of scallions.
Or green onions.
Or green onions. You can call them whatever you like. There was that song, Green Onions. You probably know how to play it.
Booker T and the MGs.
Yeah. Okay. Then over here, we have a 1/4 cup, and this is a combination. We have ginger and garlic. And I have a grinder that I got, which I use to grind up. It's a coffee grinder for beans. I have another one for coffee. I don't want to mix those two up, but I'm using that for things like this. So we throw that in there. I also have dried Scotch bonnets and peppers that I grow, and when they dry, I'll grind them up. Make pepper powder. Okay, right here we have a combination, and again I use the grinder here, so it's mixed up. But what we have here is allspice and mustard seed. Again, 1/4 cup of each. Throw that in there. Then we have. I'm missing. This. All right. Oh no, I didn't. Oh yeah. Here is salt and pepper. 1 tablespoon of each.
Boom.
Rosemary, 1/4 cup. Thyme, 1/4 cup. Curry, 1 tablespoon. Quarter cup of vinegar. You can use any type of vinegar you want. Regular distilled vinegar is fine. Apple vinegar, what have you. I wouldn't use anything too fancy. Again, try to stay current with what the original recipes were. These people didn't have the availability of luxury items. They were living in the hills and they were sought after by the government. Okay, then we also have
Cilantro.
Cilantro. Now, this is one of the things that differs from our recipe here in Key West to that of Jamaica, is that in Jamaica they generally use parsley for the most part. And sometimes they use combinations. I've tried different combinations, and the combination I like best, they all turned out really well, but the one I like best was the cilantro, just pure cilantro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then this is perhaps one of the most important key ingredients. This, when you're marinating something, anything in the future that you'll see me make, I'm always going to use some type of citrus. The type of citrus I'm using here is key lime juice. And I'm also using it mixed in with a concoction called Old Sour.
Old Sour.
Old Sour is a type of key lime juice that's, what you do is you store it. And to store it, what you do is you stick a hot pepper in there and you stick a tablespoon of salt in a 16 ounce and let it sit for a couple of weeks or several months or however long you want to have it. But this half fresh, half Old Sour, which the Old Sour in there is probably about a year old. All right, so then we put that in there. I've got nothing left to put in there. Okay, good. Got a little drink of my LaCroix here.
Is it time to grind?
It's time to grind.
Yes. And you may notice here that the chef is sober at this point. We recommend being sober when you make this stuff because you don't want it to come flying out of that mixer. That stuff.
That's right.
Potent.
Also, some people now you'll notice with the Scotch bonnets, I just used them whole. You also, I should have mentioned, you want to pull the stems off them. You don't want them with the stems. Pull the stems off them. But the outside is not hot at all. It's when you cut them and you get the inside, that's when it's hot. If you're going to be doing that, you want to either wash your hands immediately after you do it and wash them thoroughly, or you want to get rubber gloves.
Yes.
Like a surgeon, like you're going to give like a proctology exam or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see what we got here. We got this whole big concoction, and here we go.
There you go.
Want to press it a little bit, because sometimes it doesn't move around that much, so you want to let it settle. And it's simple. I'm going to give it a little bit of encouragement.
There you go.
Push down a little bit. It's a tough one. In the end, what we want to do is we want to have this have the consistency of paste. Being a little stubborn, but it's okay. It's going to turn out well in the end.
Just keep on grinding.
Just keep on grinding, that's right. I'm coming to the conclusion that I may need a little bit more liquid in here, so in a second, what we'll do is we'll get some more key lime juice.
A little more key lime juice won't hurt.
This happens somewhat often. You have to improvise a little bit.
Well, down there in Jamaica, they didn't have no fancy mixers. How were they grinding this up?
They'd have like grinding machines, like manual ones.
Yeah, they call them wives.
God. All right, here we go again.
Steer it up.
That's right, yeah.
Grind it up. Steer it up.
This batch needs a little bit of maintenance. They don't always do, but this one does. It's coming along well, though.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's almost done here. This is great.
Ooh, that's some powerful stuff.
It is, yeah. 2 cups of Scotch bonnets. 350,000 Scoville units per bonnet. I'll do one more. We're basically done here. I'll show you the consistency. But it's pretty much the way we want it. Ooh, like I say, it's like mud. Unfortunately, you can't smell it through the video. Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
You want a taste? Yeah.
Let's see.
It's just,
Looks like mud.
yeah, it's supposed to look like mud. Oh, man, you're really chicken.
Oh, I know. It's got that flavor. It's not bad at all.
No, not bad at all.
Mm-mm.
Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let it sit overnight. I'm going to pack it up, let it sit overnight. We'll come back tomorrow. I'm going to barbecue. I'm going to marinate a chicken. Then we're going to barbecue the sucker.
Yeah.
And we'll show you how that's done from there. However, in the meantime,
It's tasty.
Bobby and I are going to play you a little song. Come on over here, Bobby. Here, let's do this. The blues version. Blues reggae.
Yeah. It's a blues reggae. It's jerk time. Having jerk time. Chicken and pork jerk time.
Yeah. Chicken Mara.
Barbecue jerk time.
Jerk time.
Scotch bonnet peppers.
Bonnet peppers.
Cilantro.
Cilantro.
Allspice.
Space.
We like the spice. It's jerk time.
Key lime.
Key lime. Jerk time. It's jerk time. Tomorrow will be the real jerk time when it goes on the barbecue. Well, that's a nice one there.
made
jerk
that up.
time.
If you couldn't tell.
It's jerk time for you.
It's jerk time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
I need some water.